Hey everyone, I did this last year, but it's my last night in my college town for the year. I just finished my sophomore year of college, so I'm halfway done. Oh, I'm already crying. This year has kind of sucked ass. There's been, in the latter half of the year, there was a lot of good, which I appreciate. Definitely like second semester, but like first semester, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people always talk about how like college is everything to them. I like just kind of don't know what they mean, because like best 4 years of my life, like definitely not. Am I enjoying it? I don't know. And so like I feel like there's just kind of like a lot of untalked about struggle in college, because you only ever see it from people talking about it when they enjoy it, or maybe it's just changed a lot over the years. But yeah, it's sophomore year, I'm halfway done, 50% of the way to being an engineer, which is exciting. I declared a minor this year. I met a lot of new people, which was really fun. And I'm leaving a lot behind again, which, happens every year. I don't think last year I was like so emotional. But I think part of the reason was because I was moving out of my dorm, which a lot had happened last year in that dorm. So moving out was like, and it was the first place I'd ever moved out of growing up. Or at least in my living memory, growing up, I have all my memories in one house, so it was the first place that I actually moved out of. So it was like leaving a lot behind. This year, I'm staying in the same apartment next year, and hopefully senior year too. So I have that to hold on to. Sorry. Like, even though this year wasn't the best, and stop. The passage of time just messes with me a lot. Like, what do you mean I'm a year older? I remember doing this exact same thing last year, like it was yesterday. I mean, it's sad because it's like, I feel like so much of my life is passing without me experiencing it. Which sucks. But at the same time, like, I'm not even 20 yet. So I have to keep telling myself, like, there's life ahead of me, but I don't want to keep looking forward because there's so much in the past too. I really thought I would get further into this video, like actually saying something before I broke down, but I guess I was wrong. I got to work in the audio studio a lot with some new friends. Shout out Caitlin and Lauren. Oh my gosh. Stop. They were super awesome to just mess around in the studio with. And I really hope we continue in the future, because 3F for life. I lost some friends this year. My friend group from last year just kind of disintegrated. Like, no, they're still alive. I realize losing friends sounds like heavy, but no, it wasn't dramatic. We just parted ways because of different life paths, and sometimes that's just how life splits. I met a lot of friends in my major, which is super exciting. One of them's transferring to UW next year, which is really sad. Because I've struggled with friends a lot in college. She was one of my good friends, so it's gonna suck. Mind you, UW is literally across the entire country. I don't know, because what's gonna happen with that, especially because I would say she and I were like in a trio, but I think it'll work out for the best for both of us. I think it'll be a good thing. I do think that the two of us that are left in the trio are gonna still hang out because we're still good friends. And also, she better show up because I'm DMing a campaign for them. So, sorry. I hate that tears drain to your nose. Also, I met like two of my really good friends who, one of them I only met really recently. Lena and Maeve. Lena I met in ecology. We had ecology together. We just got put in the same lab group just out of chance. And like literally instantly became like the best friends. It was such a grace, because my first semester I spent like completely alone. I did nothing. Not completely alone, but it was rough. And then I met Lena, and like she is so fun, and then she introduced me to her friend from back home, Maeve, and we just like the trio. I have a lot of trio friends, barely. I really feel like I'm standing it every year. I feel like I'm standing like at the edge of a cliff. Not like that, but it's like I guess a cliff is a bad example. It's like you're constantly climbing up a mountain, and these videos are like me turning around and seeing how high up I am. And I feel like the higher up you get, the more that you can see, like the more beautiful the scenery is, because you're getting more of a full perspective on your life up until this point. Why did you just turn off? Stay on. I may look so ugly right now, but I need to have decent lighting. Next year is gonna be Lena's senior year too, which is gonna be fun, but it's gonna suck that she's gonna leave before I do, because next year's my junior year. But Maeve is gonna be a sophomore next year, so we'll still be around. It's crazy how much life happens without you even noticing that it did. Each day, like, so little changes between days, but so much changes over years, like, it's so difficult to notice, like, everything that's happening as it's happening. So when you finally take a step back and really, like, look at everything in full, it's a lot. Oh my gosh. I forgot that this was a this year thing, but I got an on-campus job this year. I secured it last year. I think when I was doing this video, I may have already been hired at that point in time, but I met so many people through it. It's an SI leader. I basically sit in a class that I've already taken and done well in, and then I host review sessions twice a week for it. And I feel like even when I was like dreading like having to go to a class that I wasn't technically enrolled in, or host a session when I was kind of feeling off that day. Like, I feel like, excuse me, I feel like I learned so much and got to meet so many people. I really just feel like after like graduating high school, like it really started to hit me that like life moves on and this is time that you don't get back. Like, regardless of whether you want it to move on or not, like time still moves, moments still pass. Like, so I've really tried to make the most of all of my moments, but it sucks because I feel like a lot of my moments like don't like measure up, or I don't know. Sophomore year also just sucks ass in high school and in college. It's terrible. The middle grades, miserable. 7th grade, sophomore year, junior year, and then again. I don't know. Life is like running at me like Usain Bolt at his prime. And I'm just a cameraman trying to keep up. It's like all of a sudden, oh, there it goes. Before I can even notice. For SI, for my job, my supervisor is leaving. Fuck. Literally, she's my supervisor. It's not even like that deep. Except it is that deep. Everything is that deep to me, apparently. But she's leaving. So we're getting a new supervisor next year. I really hope that goes well. I don't know how it's gonna go. Also, our graduate coordinator is graduating. We have like a graduate student who helps out. So I kind of hope that she applies and gets the job, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So we may be losing both of the people who supervise, which might be difficult. I also got more involved in an organization, my engineering organization, which I'm super excited about. I started going to more meetings. It's a great way to meet people. And also, my school's hosting Rally, which is a convention for all the agricultural and biological engineers in College of the Southeast. So I'm like really excited about that. I'm the rally secretary, so I'm gonna try to like, I already have an online presence. So I'm really gonna try to like hype this up. Like, I'm super excited. I want to make like short videos. Like I want to tour people around the buildings that we're using for Rally, which I think would be informative and fun. Promotional content, like I'm so in. How to register, like all of that stuff, like the information you need to know, but also like fun. Like, I'm so excited about that because I love creativity in all its forms, truly. It's always, literally the second I start thinking about the past, it's always tough to look at the past, but I always feel so inspired for the future, because one of my like outlooks in life is like, I think that regardless of what happens, like I will succeed, and that's enough for me. Because, okay, I guess we're talking about the future and I'm crying too, so it doesn't matter what we're talking about. Just time in general fucks me up. I always feel like I'm gonna be successful even if I'm not successful in the ways that I think I'm gonna be successful. Like, I just know life is gonna work out for me. I have a belief that life is gonna work out for me. And I feel like that's really like a positive, good thing. Because like on bad days, it's like, you know what? This is just a step on the journey of my success. A story that I can talk about. Like, there must be like a positive spin on like everything, you know? Because if there's not, then like why am I here? I always get excited about the future. But talking about the time that isn't makes me like want to ground myself in this moment. Oh my gosh, why am I crying so much? It makes me want to ground myself in this moment because like I'm talking about cherishing the past, expecting the future, looking back at my accomplishments, and yet right now in talking about it, I'm not doing it. I'm not appreciating the present. Take a moment, if you will, wherever you are. Just look around the room, absorb your surroundings. Look around. Look at all the things and think about their connection to you, their story behind it, how they got there, where they came from. This is my art from senior year. This was a gift from Etsy. There's a story behind each of these drawings and stamps and pieces of art that I know, and that's what makes them special to me. All of this stuff is a story and like a place that it's been. I'm clutching my pearls. Even the stuff that was here before me, like almost everything, actually everything in this room, almost everything. There are a couple things that weren't. I brought into this space and made my own. And throughout the year that I've been here, I've brought so much character and so much of my personality and headspace into this room. At different times, you know, I know it got here first. I know where things came from. I know we got this shelf right next to me at Walmart on the first day that I was here because I needed another shelf. And the shelf on this side of me, this was in my sister's house when she was in college. And so I know it's seen her, I know it's seen me. Before that, I don't even know where it was. But like even the building itself, like these doors, which is so dumb, but it's true. I mean, these doors had to come from like a manufacturing plant, like they came from. There are trees, probably in just like some random logging forest, but there are trees, and those doors and came from, and like those trees had to be planted and grown using the water that's cycled on this earth since its creation. Like in so many ways, I can't stop crying. I keep being on the verge of tears, and so that's why my voice is so highly placed right now, because if I it's hard to talk down here. Anyways, but everything that we've ever connected with truly has a story to it, even if it's not like it doesn't like have a soul or something. Something you might not even know has an effect on somebody else, might come from you, or in so many ways we're also connected through the things that we do, or the things that we have, or we've experienced, or just like in passing. Like you've seen so many people in passing. Who are you to each of those people, you know? Like, and who are you to all of the things in your life? It's a lot. But I think it's good to look at your impact, because it shows you that you matter. Regardless of who you are watching this, you do matter. You've affected so many people that you have no idea. You've had such an impact that you might not realize. Never forget that. Because when things get tough, and when things get difficult, or even when things are good, it's easy to forget the impact that you have on other people, your special impact. What you bring to the table in the cards of life. Like, human beings are so special, and Even though we suck a lot of the time, like, we do so much for each other, for people we don't even know. It's really just beautiful how everything's connected. This marker is the marker I used to write all my How Mundane Is Your Life videos. I didn't use this marker. The reason I chose this specific green was because in my SI sessions, when I'm reviewing stuff, I use the whiteboards, and they're glass boards, so it's glass over like a colorful panel, and a lot of them are green or like blue, so I can't use this marker because you can't see it. So the whole year I haven't been using this marker, but I've been using the other ones. And so when picking out a marker for How Mundane Is Your Life, I wanted to pick one that worked, and I knew this one would work the best because I didn't use it all year. So that's the reason why this specific green has shown up in so many videos. And like, that, it's so dumb, but like, this whole story, there are so many specific stupid things that you do that are so like cute and just inherently human or inherently you. That's what I mean by like everything has a story, and it's just so cool to go back and be like, I remember this, like, this is why I did that. This is like, my thought process is all there, and everything that I've touched is a sign of my life and a sign of how I think. I think I'm gonna end it here because I've reflected sufficiently for my liking, and I don't want to ramble on for forever. So, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that your life is... I hope that your life is truly your own. And I would say I hope that your life is good, but sometimes life is bad, and that's part of living. So I hope that your life is truly your own, and if it isn't, make it your own. Because who else is the main character? If you're not the main character, step into the spotlight. It's time. Get up. Anyways, ciao for now. Goodbye, everyone.